You see, a lot of people complain about Yeeps hide and seek's pricing, saying how certain items are way too expensive or more expensive than they should be, or they make items unclear of what the prices are. So in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly why pricing in Yeeps is actually pretty fair, and maybe after this video you'll have a changed opinion on why things are so expensive. So let's get right into the video. There are 3 different categories that I want to look at in this video. The first one being the tech webs, the second one being the RC shops, and the third one being the cosmetic store. All of these I think explain a good example of why pricing is kind of correct. So let's start with our first step, looking at the tech webs. And I feel as if the game mode tech web shows us off the best. In order to understand pricing, you gotta understand how a tech web actually works. Basically how it works is the cheaper stuff is in the middle, and as you go out, it gets more expensive. And people say sometimes that it's unclear about the prices, but the truth is it really isn't. See, a fact that basically no one knows about is anytime there's a long line like this, it switches prices. So this is 100, switches lines, 300, switches lines again, 800, switches lines over here, 800. You can also just see the prices by hovering your hand over the item, but the pricing on the tech web is very fair. All the stuff over here is 100, and as the lines go out, they start to get to the 300 areas, and then they spread out again, getting to the 800 areas. And this leads me to another point. You see, I think people mainly pay attention to the more expensive things, as these are the harder things to get if you don't have a lot of money. The 100 things people don't really care about because they're pretty cheap. The more expensive things are going to be the things that people pay attention to the most. They're paying more attention to the expensive stuff rather than the cheaper stuff. And plus, a tech web is all about saving and grinding up money. You gotta save up enough money in order to get all these cool items. But there's one confusing thing about everything I just said. The suburbs tech web. Everything on here is way cheaper than anything else on any other tech web. You can get out to some pretty far points and they're still 300. So why is this? So with all the things I said, doesn't the suburbs tech web mean all that I said is wrong? The suburbs tech web is going to be the very first tech web you start in, having the most basic gadgets in the entire game located on it, which is also why this is the only tech web that has cosmetics located on it. Because when you're a new player to Yeeps, you aren't gonna really know what the biomes are, but as you explore, you'll get to understand what the biomes are. So everything on every tech web is pretty fairly priced. Now let's move on to the next thing, the RC shop. The RC shop is one of the things that people complain about most whenever it comes to things being expensive. I mean, look at these prices. 5,600 buck coins for a jet? That's basically all the buck coins I have. Well, they actually responded to this a while ago, and not very many people know about it. Basically, what they said is that these items are more so things that you have to grind towards. Unlike the tech web, this is mainly focused on progression. The RC shop is mainly just a fun little bonus thing that you can do. Why everything is so expensive besides this, and this. Now we move on to our final place, the cosmetic shop. Now, one thing you might notice is that a lot of the cosmetics are fairly priced the same. Some of them are a little expensive, like this one and this chicken hat. I'm going to explain exactly why. From at least what I've seen, the cosmetic pricing is either based on 2 different things. That being which cosmetics are going to be the highest in demand, or which cosmetics are going to be the most complex. Let's look at the complex one first. You might see that a lot of the 800 cosmetics aren't really super complex at all. But once you get up to stuff like this is a pretty big hat and it's kind of complex. Same with this one, and this one, and this one, and somewhat of this one. And the reason why I say somewhat of this one is my second reason, highest in demand cosmetics. I think Yeeps realized that people are gonna want like some really funny cosmetics on their outfit sometimes, which is why they price the higher cosmetics higher than the rest, obviously. It's because they're more funny and higher in demand. For example, the Skibbity toilet cost 3,200 and the Sigma outfit costs 4,800. Both of these are going to be cosmetic sets that a lot of people might want. Same with these zippers. The Jeff zipper and the hot dog zipper are both going to be zippers that people might want to wear on their outfit a little bit more than other items. A lot of these other items can be really confusing or hard to work into an outfit, such as this dice, or this shoe, or this pillar. So to be 100% fully honest, everything is priced pretty fairly, all things considered. So is Yeeps getting more expensive? Yes. But no. See, as the game progresses, it's getting hard to find places to put certain gadgets, as all the main spots on tech webs are basically filled. So yeah, Yeeps really isn't as expensive as you think. It kind of comes to the fact where you're at the progression in the game. But yeah, that's about it for this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 5K by the end of the year, and if you could do that, that would be very much so appreciated. Also, liking the video reaches this video out to more people, so if you could do that, that would also be very much so appreciated. Anyways, I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!